I don't really know what to say right now. I don't know how to explain these things, but I'm gonna try my best to explain what I can. And I don't know, man, but it's just relationships and friends, they're all fake. That shit only works in movies. And I mean, I'm 17. Most of my exes and stuff was a bit younger than me. Which, I mean, I'm still a minor because I'm like 8. No, I'm like 17. I'm gonna be 18 next year. And, I mean, I know it seems weird, but it's not that kind of situation. Because, first off, J.R.R., okay, Josiah Ray Rodriguez, this dude was like 13 or 14 when I was 15 or 16, so I mean, that's not too far off, okay? Also, that guy had sex with like a 18-year-old in the forest, okay, on a campsite, consented. So, and yeah, he was like the age of 13, 12. So, I mean, dude's disgusting, man. Even my first buddy, Kobe, or Lime the Husky, online, right? This dude was sending his dick pics to multiple kids in a Discord server, and I had to leave him. And that was my first buddy, okay? And the first girl I ever had, I wouldn't even really say it's a relationship. Shit, I got insomnia. But the first girl I ever had, I had 3 girls, about 4, maybe 4 or 5 dudes, but I mean, the first girl I ever had was a stalker. And I mean, she was way too young. I was like, probably 12, 13 maybe 11. She was like, probably the age of 8, I think, maybe 8 or 9, which, I mean, that might not look like a big jump, but it kind of is, bro. Shit. I mean, I don't even think she was 8. She was probably 7 or 6. I mean, that was actually kind of concerning, bro. And she was stalking me or something, bro. In the school playground, in front of everyone. Just going crazy. And, well, I'm kind of glad I moved out of school. You know? Just a bunch of weird people, man. And the situation with Chris, man, this just shows how much of a, kind of piece of shit he is. Okay, I never really thought he would do something like this. I thought I had something, man. All I want is just to take care of someone and just share love with someone, man. That's all I wanted. Okay, but here's the thing, I can barely take care of myself. I'll get into that in a moment. Okay, Chris, man. He had a crush on me when we reunited this year, because we was friends that haven't had shit. I'm fucking tired of shit. Me and him was friends that never had contact in about 2 years. Okay? And we never had contact in about 2 years because I abandoned shit. Hold on 1 minute. Me and him lost contact for 2 years because I abandoned my TikTok account. I made a new one. Okay, but it was actually account that I kind of had for a while. Both of them. So I kind of just dumped the main account and made one account my new main account, I guess. But like, I barely go on TikTok anymore, dude. So I got onto that account to upload something. I mean, every little once in a while I'll upload gaming clips or something of like one of my channels or something. You know, because that's my most popular account, and it's abandoned, but, like, I want to just keep it active for people who are still following that account. You know? So, like, what else best to just upload some gaming clips, maybe some Dead by Daylight, you know? Here's the thing. So, I messaged him. I messaged this dude, Chris, saying that, you know, I missed this guy and, like, you know, come back, contact me, insane.legacy is the account, and, this dude, I mean, he came back, yeah, he just didn't really know who I was at first and kind of forgot about the account because, I mean, that thing changed. And never really knew about the other account until that time. So me and him was friends, and, like, we would talk every day, so, like, then he just developed a crush on me and stuff, and, like, this dude, I mean, it was kind of forced, or, like, not really forced, it was more so, like, rushed, because I was kind of scared at first, because, like, trauma response and stuff, and, I mean, it's been proven that he didn't really seem like he knew what he was doing, man, so, like, when I told him to, like, hold on for a moment, you know, let me think about this type of stuff, I mean, he kind of just started getting depressed and, like, freaking out, I just kind of, like, you know, go ahead and throw him in the relationship because he wanted it so bad. And, I mean, the relationship was good. One of the best, you know. If anything, I think it was the best. Until, I mean, he fell out of love with me, I guess, which was my worst nightmare. Me and him even talked about it, saying I have a fear of us breaking up, I guess. And, out of all things, he broke up because, like, some conditions we couldn't control, like him being in a whole nother country, and, like, the age gap thing. I understand the age gap, okay, but, I mean, it just hurt. It just hurts for real. And it's going to keep hurting. And it's basically to where I've decided to where I'm awfully going to just kill myself at one point. You know? Just go ahead and end it at some point. And that's probably going to be... It's probably going to be 2027, 2028 maybe. But I don't know. Here's the thing, though. I'm basically with, I'm basically back to living with, Gray. That's my original plan for next year. Okay? I was originally planning to live with Gray until Chris turns 18 in 2029. And then I just move in with him once he gets to the US. So... yeah, that plan is scrapped, and it's back to square one, where I was planning to live with Gray, and, I mean, I just basically live there until I die, you know, so, as far as this guy Dylan, right, I mean, this guy, he didn't even, like, I asked him for help because I was going through that type of stuff. I was going through some mental issues and whatever. I was going through an episode basically, and I mean, he kind of had an episode as well, because he was like saying that I don't understand his help or anything, or like, you know, I often like freak out and overthink, or I don't trust him. I mean, that's literally a trauma response, my dude. And I mean, the kind of therapy he gave me, he didn't really even give off any much therapy. He kind of just played songs in my ear, asked me like, what kind of vibe do I get from it, or like, just played random noises in my ear, told me like, what do I think about it, whatever. And I just mean like, that's not really help. It's either I cannot comprehend help because I never actually got help before, or it's just like blatantly these things do not help because they don't actually fucking relate, my dude. You know? Like how's these weird little creepy sounds supposed to help me? Like, are you trying to relax me or something? Like, what's going on? And this guy, he has like AIDS too, so like, I mean, I'm not really against that, but like, he was kind of a rape victim. And he even told me that like, I saved him from a suicide attempt. I'm not sure how, but that's what he said to me on call. And then now suddenly that I asked for help once again, okay, this dude just like insults me, calls me disgusting because I'm mentally ill, and like it calls me like a narcissist or something. But even though I'm not, and like I don't know, he just randomly blocked me, man. So I lost a friend. Another friend turned on me, I guess. But there's one thing that I will say. There's no one that's gonna be real. There's no real friends. Those things don't exist. Relationships don't exist either. Relationships only work in movies, man. I'm done. I'm done here, man. You know? I don't want this no more. Okay? One day I'm gonna be dead, and no one's going to ever fucking see me ever again. Okay? And as of my death, it's blamed on Chris. Because, I mean, that guy, I almost feel like he hurt me worse than what Josiah did, man. You know? Because, like, the relationship was actually good. With Josiah, he was like, I asked Josiah for help, and, like, he was telling me, you know, like, if I kill myself or whatever, he's going to chain me to a wall and molest me. Like, bro, he said that on Snapchat, and he even, like, showed videos and photos of him cutting himself on Snapchat. Which I guess that's where the thing with Gray, where I was showing my blood to Gray and whatever. That's where the mania came from, dude. It came from Josiah. So, I mean, and my mental health in the relationship of Chris, it was almost nothing. It was almost like if I was actually perfectly stable. Okay? And I don't know how to explain it, man. I was just happy. I was just happy with the guy. You know? I almost felt like I had no worries in the world. But you know how relationships are. That's what they feel like. Until then, you figure out that your person ain't really, just doesn't really love you. And then suddenly it just hurts worse. And you know what? My buddy Dalen, the guy that was like, guy with AIDS that freaked out on me and whatever. That guy told me that being dumped and heartbroken is not trauma. Buddy, it is, okay? It is, bro. I've seen, I'm not the first one that has gotten PTSD or whatever from multiple relationships abuse and breakups, cheats, and whatever, man. I'm like, you even see mothers or fathers like that, bro, where like they get a divorce just randomly or like over just something, even, and that person either becomes a drug addict, an alcoholic, a delusional freak, or just they end up dead. And then if they got kids, like, God forbid, man. Because if they got kids, the kid's gonna eventually have mental illnesses. And it's sad. It's fucking sad. It is fucking sad. And you know what? You can't fucking control it. Like, it's not like you can rewind time from that, man. You can't really recover from that. Like, I don't even know what to say about it, man. I mean, and you're talking to a person, or you're not talking to, but you're listening to a person here with experience on that, man. My father, Scott Driver, was a drug addict that abused me as an infant. He slapped me around as an infant. Okay? Him and my mom was married. Okay? Now, they're not signed up for divorce or anything, but the guy's in jail, and my mom doesn't care about him, and I don't care about him either. I don't feel remorse for him, okay? He cut his arm open with an axe to hide drugs in his arm. Because he was a drug dealer, man. And he cared more about drugs than me. He cared more about drugs than his own bloodline. He cared more about drugs than an actual family, and that's why that broke up. So, I was mentally ill ever since the age of 2. I was like this ever since the age of 2. And, to be honest, I almost feel like, I know this is like a PTSD thought, like I can't get this out of my head type stuff, and like, but I generally believe that I feel like, in reality, my past is not actually, like, I feel like I'm not stuck in the past, man. My past is repeating. Like, it is actually physically repeating, man. Because this relationship thing, it has happened over and over and over again. 8 times. About 8 or 9 times. I don't fucking know. Okay? Jesus. It's happened about like 7 or 8 times. And guess what? I keep falling for the same fucking trap. You know why? Because the person that I am with, I have met for over 3 years. My online friend, my online homie, ain't never done a single thing to me until the relationship started and until the relationship ended. Fucking stupid, man. Another thing, man, as a trauma response, I just get attached to people too easily. Okay, like, I don't really normally talk to people, man. I don't really talk to my friends unless they talk to me. Okay, but guess what? I just meet, like, a random new friend. I'm like, oh yeah, new friend, come here, bro. Like, yeah, me and you, we gonna be long-term homies, you know? But, like, as far as my other friends, like, the friends that I actually know, man, I just feel, like, hurt from them because, in some reason or another, man, I just don't really feel comfortable with them, and that's I don't know what that is. I guess that's a trauma response or whatever. But I am not fully in reality, but at least I am still able to talk, okay? And I will admit the fact that I do generally believe that one day I might actually, like, go completely insane, man. Okay, like, first off, I don't want a relationship no more. I'm done with that crap. Okay? That doesn't work. Chris gonna be my final relationship, and I'm going to die and blame that shit on him. I'm going to commit suicide, blame that shit on him. And here's the thing. I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, hold on. Actually, it was about the thing where I go completely insane. I already feel like I'm going through that. Okay, but at least by like 2025, maybe mid 2025, what I am expecting from myself is probably like I just zoned completely out of reality. I can no longer function as a person. I can barely function as a person in the current year. Okay, but then that's gonna, like, the thing about me, man, I don't know how to let go of the past. Okay. The JRR thing. Okay, that's been a thing since 2023, 2022, maybe. And it's 2024, nearly 2025. I still can't let go of that. Okay. Now, I cannot let go of Chris. I cannot let go of anything. But dude, relationships, friendships, that shit don't work no more. This generation is doomed.